There's such a stigma around doing everything that you want to do with your life and career-wise, specifically within your 20s. Once you reach your 30s, people look at you different. I'm at the halfway mark and like I have nothing figured out. Hey, it's been a minute. I haven't caught up with you since I got back from Asia, so that's what we're here to do today. I did have work today, so I'm just refreshing the skin a little bit. I need to put my hair back. This is too much stim for me. I wish I could be one of those girls that could look cute while getting ready with just like 2 little clips and stuff. No, I need my hair out of my fucking face. I tried this. It's empty. It's been a while since we've caught up about some new products. Wait, I actually really need to fucking shave my mustache. Let's do that. I'm actually so excited right now to be doing a little catch up. There's much to discuss. Firstly, what the fuck are we doing tonight? This is a bit spontaneous. I didn't really have plans to do this until yesterday, but we're just going out and doing a little dancey dance. Some of my friends are like playing at this bar. If we remember, I went to this thing like 2 months ago when I was fucking having a moment. I was down bad about whatever the fuck I was down bad about. But it's just the same thing. Our drink of choice today is a little sake. Anywho, this is new. Not for me, but for us right now. Love her. It's just this, but like spray. Honestly, I ran out of this pretty fast. I don't know if it's because I am insane and I just use too much, or if it's actually because there's not that much product in it. On another note, I didn't realize that you're supposed to actually clean your eyebrows of the skincare before you gel your eyebrows down, because that is what actually causes the crusting. I've like literally wondered this because I will use this and everyone loves this little Rare Beauty brow gel. And I'm like, what is the hype? Because it crusts and it's probably my fault. So we're wiping off the skincare that I have. Anywho, I think it's been over 2 months now since I've gotten back from Asia. So it's been a while. It took me an unexpectedly long time to adjust. The first like 2 or 3 weeks, I was so exhausted physically and mentally. I wasn't really ready to come back to real life, I think. And I think part of it is I like expected my life that I came back to be totally different. I remember talking about it before I left, saying that this trip was gonna absolutely change my life. And not to say that it didn't, but it definitely didn't change my life in the grandiose ways that I wanted it to, which I think like deep down I kind of knew that that was gonna happen. I just thought that if I believed that it was gonna change my life in these really massive grand ways, then it would. Like I was kind of like low-key trying to manifest it, but it makes sense that it didn't, because like I didn't actually make any changes to my life, you know, before I left. So naturally the life that I came back to was gonna be the same. What more shifted was like my mindset and my spirit, which, not to say that that's not also like big change, but I wanted my life day to day to be different when I came back. Also, unfortunately, a lot of my relationships have changed pretty drastically within a matter of like months. So that's been a really big adjustment for me. Getting back from Asia took a lot longer to adjust to than I had anticipated, but we're back. The fuck? We just got so deep so quick. I didn't even explain like the makeup and outfit situation. Cheers to that. I have 40 minutes. That is probably not enough time, especially because I really want to have a nice thorough yap sesh with you. My makeup is gonna be the fucking same as usual. I just do like black eyeliner and a sparkly lid. For outfit, I have no idea. I guess like, yeah, the older that I've gotten, the more I've gravitated towards choosing an interesting outfit rather than having interesting makeup, or both. In college, when I went through my little makeup hobby phase, I was doing cute makeup and outfit. Right now, it's more fashion for me. That being said, I don't know what I'm gonna wear, and that is ultimately going to be the most time consuming. Now that that is out of the way, we can get back to the fuck has been happening. I think that I am probably going through another quarter life crisis. This will be my second one. So I feel great. I had a bit of a depressive episode last week, which was not fun. But at this age, I've gone through enough depressive episodes to kind of know how to take care of myself when it happens. So I don't really stay there for that long, thank God. I also kind of think like as I age, my tolerance for being uncomfortable has decreased shockingly. My anxiety as I've gotten older, you would think would get better because you have more life experience and your brain is developing, but my anxiety has gotten worse. So that's fucking amazing. My anxiety was the worst when I was a child because I didn't know anything. And then it gradually got better and it was the best when I was in college. For the last 3 years, especially this year, it's gotten so bad. Like I'm so anxious all the time. Like I'm such a skittish human being and I don't know what to do about it. I was literally at work the other day and my manager is just walking in my line of vision. I know that she's there. I literally jump. I'm like, like, get your shit together. Yeah, so I don't know what that's about. Anyways, because I have all of this like life experience now, I'm fucking 25, I do know how to take care of myself and get myself out of it when it does happen. So I don't really stay there for as long, but it feels worse in the moment, you know what I mean? Which is a little bit annoying, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm kind of having like a fucking crisis. Part of it is because I just was like literally traveling the world, but also I think part of it is after turning 25, 25 has felt like the biggest shift in age I've ever felt in my life. I really feel myself aging, not just mentally, but also like I see it in my body, and that's been really weird and I really don't like that. I know like society, especially for women, has like this weird thing with aging, and there is like nice conversations on the internet about like accepting aging, and aging is a privilege and it's a blessing, and I completely agree. But like living it, seeing it happen to you, even when you believe that aging is a privilege and it's something to enjoy, it's just like different. And I think it also has to do with like the amount probably of media that I consume and the tendencies that I just kind of have as a woman. Like, you know, some girlies, they just don't give a fuck about looking good or appealing to what stereotypically makes a woman, but I do. And I feel like that probably has to do with the amount of media that I consume and whatever, but it also just kind of aligns with my interests. Like I really like makeup and I like worrying about the way that I look and blah, 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 blah. Like my sister, for example, is just kind of different. Like she just doesn't give a fuck about that stuff as much as I do. So naturally, I think like, I mean, she's 3 years younger than me, so she hasn't really like started aging yet. Not that I have started aging, I'm literally 25, but like at this point in time, like I'm going to start seeing myself aging. By the way, we're back with the milk setting spray. I love this stuff. I also think like with that, I feel like I'm running out of time, which is so not true. Like my life has only just begun, you know, but especially with social media, there's such a stigma around doing everything that you want to do with your life and career-wise, specifically within your 20s. It's like a big deal. Once you reach your 30s, it's like people look at you different. I feel like the dread of that. I'm at the halfway mark and like I have nothing figured out. And again, social media doesn't fucking help with that because I'm out here like watching all of these other people that are exactly my age and they have everything figured out. Like they're moved out, they're financially stable, they have fucking businesses and they have this and they have that and they're getting married and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I literally still live with my parents. I work at a little clothing shop.
I know social media is a highlight reel. It might seem like these people have everything figured out, and more often than not, they don't have everything figured out. And I'm sure people look at me and think the same thing. But the point is, on social media, it seems like people do. It's just the exposure to the highlight reel that triggers the comparison.
Okay, new product in the house. We have this one-sized setting spray. It's actually not new. I've used like the travel size version of this before, but what's new about this is that this has sunscreen in it. Not that I need the sunscreen right now, but... So I've been doing a little bit of research, not really honestly, it's just like shit that comes up on my feed about the differences between setting spray, hydrating spray, and whatever else. I guess like a combination of both. I get two because this is a hydrating spray. So you want to use this not to set your makeup because that's not going to set your makeup. You want to use this to like blend all of your makeup together and bring life back into your skin after you've done your powder. So I have this, and then that's why I got this because this is a setting spray. This will create that layer between your makeup and the environment, and this will actually make your makeup stay. That's what I've learned. I'm so excited to be just sitting down and chatting. These are my favorite things to film and to make because it's a bit of therapy for me. Doing my makeup, putting a cute outfit on, about to go to the bar and have a few drinks with friends and dance. That is my favorite thing to do. And I haven't done that in a while, so I just feel really good and happy, and I get to talk about myself. The fuck. Ultimately, the goal is that anyone else who is feeling similarly can relate and connect and feel less alone. And if not, and you just like girl time, like love that too. Oh, this looks fabulous. Anyway, wait, we were talking about something else. Let's do a time check. Oh, 8:30. I need to hurry up. I need like at least 30 minutes for my outfit. Let's see if I can finish the makeup in 10 minutes. That probably is not gonna happen. Yeah, so anyway, what am I talking about? I actually wrote down a list of things that I wanted to talk about with you guys. Let me refer to that list. Okay. This is kind of deep. Are we gonna get into this? I guess we are. I said I had a depressive episode, right? I'm not totally out of it, but I have it under control. I also want to tell you guys what I do to be there for myself when I have those moments. I kind of wrote down what the hallmarks of my depression have, I guess, kind of been stemming from. The first thing is the pressure and need to be exceptional. I think this kind of comes from, I mean, honestly, like most of my shit I can root back to the internet, which is really something that I've been very conscious of and intentional about, making sure that I'm not spending too much time on the internet. I just feel like there's so much noise around being exceptional on the internet, and I tend to do this thing where if I don't feel like I am good at something, I won't do it. And this is a common thing, I'm pretty sure, because as humans, we don't like feeling like we're bad at something. It's embarrassing, it's uncomfortable. We don't like to be seen failing. A lot of that I think comes from comparing myself to people who have like already made it and have so much experience doing the things that I want to do. I think to myself, if I was exceptional, then I would be where they are at. And ultimately the root of that is comparison, and comparison is the thief of joy. When I see people who I perceive as exceptional and living the life that I want to live, especially at my age, I'm like, well, they're exceptional, which means I'm not. Which is not true, but that's like one of my thought processes. I am on my own path. I have my own strengths. I have my own weaknesses, but also there is absolutely nothing fucking wrong with being average. I think a part of it is also I grew up with a Chinese mom, and if you know anything about the stereotypical Asian parent, it's that they want you to be the best at everything, and she was like that and she still is like that. A lot of it, working through that, is just understanding that I'm on my own path. I have my own set of values and unique experiences and characteristics to offer the world. Wait, all of these things I can talk about for so long, and we just like don't have the time. Okay, I have 18 minutes. Good thing I'm almost done, but we're getting like into the good stuff right now. Okay, let's move on. Fear of success, fear of letting go of what you know, what's comfortable, afraid of gaining something that you don't want to lose. I'm afraid of succeeding because then once you succeed, you have something to lose. And I'm afraid of being uncomfortable. There's just a lot of fear. It's not rational. And it's not worth not doing the things that I want to do to the fullest extent. Okay, another new product. I mean, this is so viral, we all know what this is. It's the lip stain. So next thing, pressure to make every decision right. I think this is just like perfectionism. I for a second thought that I did not struggle with perfectionism. I actually don't think that I did until now. I don't know why all of a sudden overnight I've grown like perfectionism tendencies. The next thing is I think about myself too much. Nobody else is thinking about myself as much as I'm thinking about myself, and I really think I have like a particularly hard time with just like over analyzing literally everything that I do and psychologically dissecting my own behavior. I think part of this is too, like, as much as I want to say like I don't give a fuck about what people think about me, I really do. And I think I do because I overanalyze my own behavior and will think about all the reasons why somebody might dislike me, or all the reasons why I have like bad character, or like I'm not a good person, and then I try to like correct those behaviors. And I think that just comes from like wanting everybody to like me, which like again, not possible. Okay. Next, feeling behind. I talked about this. Turning 25 has been a trip. It's been a fucking trip. I feel like I don't have time. I feel like I have to do everything that I want to do in the next 5 years, and the fact that I've done virtually none of it stresses me out. So that's what I've been going through, and how I really help myself is I've been managing my screen time like a hawk. I have this app called Opal, not sponsored, but manifesting, where it basically blocks you from opening the app. You can schedule certain time blocks for when you're allowed to have the app accessible or not. I have Instagram and TikTok blocked. Those are the two apps that I have a problem with. The morning is the most critical. I've really broken the habit of going on my phone right when I wake up. I used to do that every day and it would just absolutely like set my day up horribly, but I don't do that anymore, and I've really seen such a big difference in how it affects me throughout the day. I'll let myself just kind of have the apps from 5 to 10 p.m. After 10 p.m. that's bedtime, and you don't really want to be filling your mind with that shit before you go to sleep. So there's only like very small windows of time where I'm really allowed to like go on those apps. Opal does allow you to like take breaks if you want, and you can make it more strict and set like passwords and stuff if you really want to do that. I've really found that managing my social media has been the most impactful to my mental health and keeping my depression at bay. What else has been really helping is meditation. I have talked about meditation so much, but I've been extra intentional about mindfulness meditations because sometimes I get lazy when I do my meditations and I just kind of sit there and breathe for like 10 minutes and I don't do anything. I mean, that's the point, you know, like there's no wrong way to meditate really, but the most effective way is to focus on your breathing, and every single time that you catch your mind wandering, you bring it back to focusing on your breathing. When I'm in a phase where I'm really lazy, I just don't do that. I just sit there and breathe and I think about whatever I want. And I mean, that's still better than not doing it, you know? Especially when we're always like fucking doing shit, overstimulated, consuming something, engaged with life. Even just sitting there for 10 minutes and just like letting your thoughts go. I'm sure that's helpful, but I've been really intentional about noticing where my mind goes and bringing it back. I feel like just that small little intention has made the biggest difference. Exercising the muscle of catching yourself thinking about something and bringing it back, it helps you do that throughout your day. So if I catch myself like spiraling into like a little rabbit hole of overthinking, I catch it faster and I'm able to bring myself out of it more effectively. Those two things, managing my social media consumption and mindfulness meditations, have been the biggest help to bringing myself out of this depressive episode that I was in. Other things I've been doing, go outside. You gotta fucking go outside, okay? I've been taking ballet like once a week, but just going on with that, like working out has been really helpful too. I never want to do it, but every time I do it, I'm so happy that I did. What else? Going to bed, obviously eating healthy. Usually I try to be like strict with myself during the week and then kind of fuck off during the weekend because it's all about a balance, right? And I feel like that's pretty much it. Speaking of, it's the fucking weekend and we're drinking and we're going out and dancing and partying. I haven't done this in over a month, I feel like, so I'm excited. And that being said, I have 4 minutes, which is, we know me, that's not gonna fucking happen. I am gonna slick my hair because my hair is greasy. I'm gonna do that off camera. See you in a sec. Okay, so I think for pants, I'm gonna wear these. I just kind of don't really want to think about it anymore. Not that I really thought about it for that long, but I think it'd be cute to dress these up a little bit with a little heel. So, this is my vision. I'm lying, I didn't have a vision. I recently rewatched The Idol and there's a lot of, you know, nips out. And I'm inspired, basically. I like kind of want to use the nips as an accessory. Like that's what I'm feeling. I'm literally fully covered. My toes and my nips are out. I feel like this is so summer. Big pants, little shirt, kitten heel. I really feel like this is the vibe. I mean, that was so easy. That was like a one-hit wonder. I have to do my lips still. I'm just gonna wear this. Kind of slang. I feel like I'm kind of slang. Or is she just a whore? Cute. Oh, we have to choose back. Actually, no we don't. Actually, yes we do. Actually, no we don't. There's only one option. I was saying maybe yes we do have to choose if I were to throw in a little bit of color. Just like the non-obvious choice, but no. Just like absolutely not. This is the winner. What else is new? lemon teeny. I've been loving this summer. This and the PB&J. I know the PB&J one kind of came out a while ago and I really was trying to refrain from getting it, but really what was tempting me was the name, and as a result, I have been loving a PB&J toast, open face or sandwich, as my summer snack. Usually an open face so that I'm not eating like 2 slices of bread in one sitting, but I'm obsessed with these two. I have a bit of a friend, and what I like to do when I have friends, just make it a little mole. Ah! Yeah, love her. I think I'm ready. Cheers. I love you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me yap. I can be a lot. I know, I can be a lot. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. We're gonna have a good night. Talk to you next time. Love you. I've been really I can. I try. I already. If I use like these, the little what are these called? The blades that when